Alright, I realize I should be recording this, so I'm thinking about doing the Randy Howe Ignite Your Mind program thing. Like, I haven't made a video like this in a while, but I've been sitting down with my thoughts, and I made a video, I don't know how long ago, about me potentially becoming a financial advisor, and I'm somewhat on that path. I recently accepted an offer to work at Vanguard as a client relationship associate, and that's like the beginner step, the step one of going down that potential pipeline. Currently, I should be studying for the SIE, and I am a couple of days in. I have been studying, but as the days gone by, I've been less and less consistent, less and less wanting to do this task. And it's getting me to question a lot about what I want for myself and the world that I know that I can have and achieve. And it's honestly not this. Like, I am having a hard time grasping the knowledge, and of course, it's something new. I do have a background in finance, but it's this stuff is way more in depth. And this is just the SIE. This is not even like, we're not even talking about the Series 7. And that's another thing that I wanted to also talk about, is like the sense of, okay, I hate this, right? But this is something that's difficult, that's not easy, right? And that's probably why I hate it, right? Thinking that, all we have to do is just overcome this. And, if this is the life that we want, we can do it. I can make it work. And basically, like, me using that whole, like, all I have to do is just work harder and I'm going to achieve it. Just push myself to go. It's not something that's like naturally like coming to me, that it is like, it's cool, but it's not necessary. Like, it's so in depth. Like, it's so much. And I'm like, what are the prospects of me learning this? Like, and of course, it makes me go back to trading. And I just think about how instantly obsessed I was looking at trading because of the because of the outcome that it could provide you. I didn't have these unrealistic expectations of gathering up like profits in the 500s or 200s or even 1,000. I didn't have any idea that that was going to happen until maybe like, I don't know, like 10 years or something, like 5, 10 years, or like something crazy, right? So hearing that, people, talk about within like gaining something like success within 2 to 4 years, I remember my jaw dropping on the floor about how, wait, me in my, I believe senior year of university, is looking at this thing where it's like damn near unlimited money that you can get, comfort of your own home. You don't have to do, all the perks. And it only took me 2 to 4 years. I'm like washed out. Come to find out that, I mean, I didn't realize this later on, but a lot of people consider that a long time, and to me, I did not, like, at all. Like, bro, I'm literally going to college to get a job. At least for me, my purpose was to just get a 9 to 5 job, get something generic, something regular, right? That was like my only reason why I went to college, right? Um, so sitting there watching the video and seeing people at that time, making maybe 500, $600, $700, comfort of their own home, that whole spiel, it made me think like literally that connected with me getting Rich Dad Poor Dad. It was like, what the fuck am I doing here? Like, side note, I didn't realize some people who read Rich Dad Poor Dad wasn't affected like how I was. I had a co-worker who I talked about that book, and he was like, yeah, that guy is crazy. And so it was like, interesting. So that was really just for me. But yeah, just having trading come into my life around the same time that I started reading Rich Dad Poor Dad, like literally around the same time. I was in finance major, and I unknowingly registered for one of the highest levels in finance as an undergrad. Like I didn't know. I didn't know that the numbers meant something. It was like finance 385 or something. If not, then like 365 or something like that. I don't know. It was like high level. And she said that in the first day of the class, and I was like, oh shit. But the one thing that I got from that class, it was about essentially like the foreign exchange market, like companies hedging and just like using, yeah, just like learning about exchange rates. And that's literally how I found out about Forex. And I already knew about Forex from summer 2019 Forex. If you're from Philly or anywhere, like summer 2019 Forex, that was like when everybody you graduated high school with, and that summer they got in a part of those MLM whatevers. So I was already aware of that. I knew as soon as I saw them on my fucking homepage scrolling on Instagram and talking about Papa Champagne and Forex this and Chairman 100, I knew that shit was not real. So I chalked it. I really chalked it. It wasn't until I had a cousin who was in those groups. He talked about it, so I was just like, "Ooh, this is so like now I got somebody like I can really talk to about it." And he talked about Swaggy C. He talked about all that stuff. And honestly, I looked up Swaggy C. I watched a couple of his videos. Man, I don't know. Maybe because it's who I am. I don't know. But I looked at him and I was like, no. Like I might piss some people off, but it was like I just saw him and I was just like, no. But like I just felt like this was all too fake. But I did download MetaTrader. I downloaded it on my phone. I had no idea what I was doing. I just clicked a couple of buttons, and I remember this day. I just got off of my first day of doing jujitsu, and I was sweating my ass off, and I sat down in front of the, I don't know, dojo, the thing, and I just at that moment I remembered, oh yeah, that Forex thing. So I go into MetaTrader and I open my phone, and boom, I see that I'm up three. Like, how fucking random is that? It's like a column. Like, I don't know, it's so funny. No, but I see myself up $300 on my phone, and I'm just staring at it. Just absolutely staring at it. Because keep in mind, I pressed a couple of buttons a couple of days ago, totally forgot about it up until this moment. And I just got out of a dojo, whatever, jujitsu thing. And they're telling me that just to sign up for a membership, a month is 150. 150 Planet Fitness is like, so I was like, damn. That was kind of crazy, but I had like three free classes, so I did that class that day. And so when I was sweating and I looked at my phone and I was up $300, I was like, yo, that could pay for 2 months, and I didn't even do anything. Like I literally just clicked a button. And so later on, I tried to replicate it maybe like two or three times, and it was all losses. And I literally just forgot about it. Like I don't know how long it took, but I maybe I watched a couple of videos of Swaggy C, but other than that, maybe I just kind of dropped it and never thought about it. This was before I went to university. So this was when I was like 18, 19, yeah, around that summer. Just gotten into like watching UFC and anyway. But going back to the class that I had in university, unknowingly the professor, she showed on the on like the slideshow. I remember it like big bold letters Forex, like the Forex logo. She had it in her slideshow, and I was just staring at it. I sit in the front of the class, and I remember her switching the slide and talking about Forex. And I was just like, is Shorty trying to get her quota up? Like, I'm thinking she a part of the MLM. I'm thinking sis, you know? But keep in mind, this professor is a professor, but also a doctor. Somebody with credibility. Somebody that's not selling me a course. So this was the first time when I heard about Forex from a reliable source that actually knew what she was talking about. And so, with my minimal knowledge of what I went through in my past, right? With the seeing it on my phone through the Forex 2019 summer, and then my like attempt a couple of years back from doing like that, making the $300 on my phone, going through this, it made it like opened up everything because it was just like, wait, like I can actually do this. I look so overexposed, but okay, like I can actually do this. Like I can actually make money from my phone, like on the internet. Like I don't need to talk to anybody. I don't need to, you know what I mean? Like it felt so unreal and like, that's crazy. Like thinking about it makes me want to cry. Um, and it just opened up a different world of possibilities for me. That including the Rich Dad Poor Dad book, like those two things combined coming into my life senior year, it changed everything. I am not a reader, bro. But tell me why. Once I got my hand on that book, bruh, I couldn't even drop it. I couldn't drop it, bro. I was excited to get to the next page. It made reading so fun. Like why reading can be fun. And I mean, now looking at it, it's like it's when you're doing something or reading something that you're interested in. I'm not interested in many things, but I do like lesbian romance, right? So I like watching or reading happy ending lesbian romance books. Tell me why once I start reading them, I start reading them. Like I start reading them. It's not as too crazy, but it was like they have my attention. So reading this book, I felt so empowered to change my life. And then coming into Forex and learning about that world and, you know, just seeing how it was, that's like how I figured out about everything. Or that's how like I found Doyle. Like I looked at what it was and I just remember hearing, you know, trading is 90% psychology, you know, all that shit, and 10% strategy, right? That was like what I heard. And so hearing that, I was just like, okay, why would I be focusing on the trading then? So I started looking up like trading psychology videos and started like being aware of like what they're talking about. And that's how I ran into Doyle because he had that playlist, that trading psychology playlist. And okay, we're going on another tangent, but I was just like, yo, I am so down for trading. Like I'm down for it. Like I want to be transparent as fuck. Like I want to, you know, show people that it's possible. I want to show, because it's like in myself internally, even though I'm not there yet, it's like I'm there, bro. Like I don't know, you know, what's coming over me right now, but it's just like, it's like I already have everything, and now I just want to be able to show the world that they can do it too. Like I have this mission to help people in a financial way, but I also don't want to extend myself too much because I know that I get drained by people and I get drained by talking a lot. And I like to talk when I want to talk, not when people want me to, not when they want me to entertain them. If I want to entertain, sure. Okay. That was kind of weird. But yeah, I feel I just I know what I want for myself. And I've been playing it safe for a long time, always afraid of making a mistake and not being prepared or not being ready, or like I always feel like I never have enough, that I need extra money, I need extra padding, extra on top of the extra in order for me to be super safe. And this is, we're speaking financially, and perhaps it, it translates into my regular life, but I know that I need to make a risk, and I need to try. And it's been like, I've been feeling that, and I've been saying that, before the year even started. I believe I made a video talking about, me taking more risks, and I've certainly been doing that this year. And a lot of exposure, and that has certainly been happening as well. But as far as like me and what I want for myself, I realized that I need to stop waiting for the right time. I'm just so scared, bro. It's like I know, that I can do it, right? I know that it's possible. But I just feel so scared of just messing up. Scared of looking like a loser, scared of looking like somebody who can't do the thing that they wanted to do, because like I want to fucking do this. Like I want to do this. If you told me that you can change me into becoming like an actual consistently profitable trader, bro, like whatever, like the fact that I can potentially do that, like you can do that, like that's why I'm looking into this. Sorry, I'm seeing like white people in my neighborhood. I'm looking into this, and I'm like, bro, I'm so serious about this. Like I it's so scary to me about how serious I am, because what have I been doing? I've been trying to hide in jobs that I don't care about in order to live my dreams, to live the life that I want. I love music, right? But I don't want to rely on people. I love music, and I want to do music for the rest of my life. And I know that as well. But I also love trading. And I want to do that for the rest of my life as well. Like, a lot of the time, I felt like I used trading as a crutch to for music, right? Like I thought that I didn't want to go down the path of music because I felt like that was so scary. And it's like, oh my gosh, imagine being a musician. Like imagine the state my bank account would be in right now. Right? It just wasn't for me. And I never wanted that life for myself. So I just refused to live that life. Like I didn't want that. So I rebuked it. And I didn't have that life, and and I'm happy. And being around those people, they're fucking losers, a lot of them. Sorry. That's like not related to anything about this video, but it's just like these people are toxic and but actually evil. Just so weird. And it's like talking, or like being around people in general. I could scratch out the word music and replace it with any other type of community, and you get the same types of people. And hey, that's fair, that's valid, but it's the reliance. Like you need people in music in order for your music to go well. And a lot of the times, take it from the person that I met on the street who's like a rapper and performer, and he has this positive energy about him. And so I reached out to him and I asked him about, and he talked about something about gatekeepers and music. And I reached out to him, I DM'd him, and I was just like, hey, you talked about that. Is that legit? Can you go into that a bit more? And he's just talking about how certain people have certain crews and they only want to lift up those. And if you're any different from them, they look at you as corny, or they look at you as somebody who doesn't have that swag and that style. And, I see his music and I see like why they would say that. Like, he has a lot more of a old school style, boom bap, positive vibe, J. Cole, old head rap shit, right? And that's not really in right now, right? Like, that there's a space for it, but it's not really in. And because he don't have their same sense of, style and swag, they're not gonna let him into the Jones. They're not gonna try to hype him up, even if he has talent. And like, they're not going to get him into spaces, because they may feel like he's not like them. Maybe he has a different message. And it's shit like that I can't fucking stand. It's like niggas that can literally stand in your way and bring you down and not let you create the things that you want to create. And it's like, bro, like, what is up, bro? Like, get out my fucking way. Like, I am a creator. No way you're rejecting me. No way you're denying me my path to creation. What are you talking about? Like, I don't want to ever have anybody like be in the way of like me wanting to do something that I actually want to do. And funny enough, I'm the main person who does that to me. Thank God, because I can change me. But in my life, like, I just never wanted to be in a situation where people are controlling what I do, unless I ask them to. Like, if I get a manager or a consultant or something and I need help, then like, hey, you take the leads, I'm here to listen and learn, right? But on a regular fucking day, do not fucking tell me what I gotta do. Do not tell me where I gotta go. Do not tell me I gotta be in this fucking cubicle for 40 hours plus every fucking week for however long I live it or work in this fucking place, And it's like, it always goes back to that. My fucking time. No matter what avenue it is, I only like the shit that gets me automatic, that gets me quick money, or money where I don't have to be there for it. You know what I mean? I am not afraid of working hard, but let it amount to something. Something that I can actually fucking sleep on, lay my head on. I build it up and I can like sleep on that bed for the rest of my fucking life. I can't say that about a job. You don't build up anything. You just maintain, and they pay you for maintenance. You don't build a bed for yourself. It's just like, I don't know what, I wanted to be a little bit wordy with it, but I don't have the proper verbiage for it. But it's not there for you. There's no foundation for you to even build. You're a temp worker, masked with the whole ideology of permanent full-time worker. You're a temp worker. Regardless of what they say, you are temporary. You're not permanent. Nothing permanent goes away. You're not permanent. What do you mean permanent? You're a temporary worker. No matter how much they try to say it, you are a full-time, certainly, temporary worker. You're not permanent. Permanent means, I literally just said the same exact thing. I know I was about to say the same exact thing again. That's how you know my mind is like this same fucking thing. Like it's I just feel so grounded in this. I feel so enamored in this, and I'm so tired of not wanting to take a chance. Bro, I spent $14,000 of my own money towards a college degree that got me here, and I'm grateful for taking that step because it gave me a lot. It gave me this, but now it's like I want to take another fucking step. And as I gotten more into learning about spirituality and finding a lot more of these spiritual YouTubers and shit, it's like I'm learning more about this shit and hearing things like this world is really just a playground and it's your choice, and how your thoughts really dictate the life that you have for yourself. And it's like, the more that I think about this stuff, the more, death feels a lot less scary. Like, I'm still scared of it, but not in a sense of like what's going to happen, but more in a sense of like it's new, and there's uncertainty with it. But I know that I'm going to be okay, regardless of how I die, right? And so it's like this, like, okay, you got the death box checked, but yet there's still this this sense of approval that I need from others in order for me to feel good about myself. The sense of like every failure proves that I wasn't able to do the thing that I thought that I could do. And it's like I need to change that, and I want to change that, and I am in a very lucky spot, and I don't want to waste little to no time doing stuff that I don't want to do. I have to live my truth. I am a day trader. I am a consistently profitable trader. I day trade for a living. That is my main source of income for right now. I'm working on creating apps and developing other more passive sources of income. But for now, I mainly invest in my like portfolio, and I'm going into more of the bonds world, and wanting to gain more income through that way, and really using these profits to really uplift my savings account, like make sure that that shit is at a good spot, and then really like hone in on other things. Like, I believe in everything that I do, and I know that I'm not ridiculous. I believe in Philly Live, right? But I know that I can do more. But at the same time, I know that I want an editor. I wouldn't mind a filmer. Like, I don't necessarily need one, but I just want to be the star. Like, I want to be the star. I want it to be, I have an editor that edits the videos. I have a filmer that films the videos. Literally, all I do is get to where we need to do. And I have the voice, the microphone, and then they take care of the behind the scenes stuff. The releasing, like I can release it. Like, I can deploy, hey, you send me the end product, I put that shit on Buffer or One Up, because I feel like One Up, it seems to be like a better job. And then like we kind of get it going from there. Like I just want collaboration. Like, I want teamwork. Like, that's the thing. It's like I don't want to be a solo dolo. Like, I'm not like here. Okay, here's the truth. I want money from day trading so that I have income coming in that I rely on absolutely nobody on. And the income from that is straight, is good enough, way good enough for me to go and invest money so that I can do other shit. That's like my goal. Like, if we gonna put it out there, what kind of reality do I want? I am 24 years old. Let me talk to you about the reality that I want. 10K plus a month. 10K plus a month. 10K plus a month. I mean, in my own like real reality, I want to be able to replace my income from my last job post taxes, so making like 3K a month post tax from trading. And then I want to be able to multiply that to the 5-figure mark, relatively soon. Because like trading is the same, right? So it's like once you get into that rhythm, it's like all you have to do is just up the risk. You don't have to trade any differently. And so this is like I'm capable of doing this, but mentally I am not capable of doing this. I'm not at that point yet, and that's what I want to fix. And knowing that it's really just my mental game that's really putting me down it's like, okay, that's awesome, because again, I can change that. I can change me. And I am 100% willing to. 100%. If you're telling me I don't have to wake up and go do bullshit from somebody else, and I can just go ahead and do the things that I want to do with my life, fill up the time. Like, here's the thing. Could I go outside right now and do the things that I say that I want to do once I have money? 100%. But I ain't gonna hold you, bro. That stress of knowing that I'm in debt, of knowing that I'm spending money that can go away, like, and that's where it's like money gives me that safety, that feeling of like, okay, I can now explore because I have it. I have that freedom now. And that's, bro, that is literally why I want so much fucking money, is so that I can feel fucking free. That's all that I wanted. That's all that I want. I just want to feel free. I just want to be free. Like, you see how my days are right now? Like, currently, this is what the fuck I'm talking about. This is what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't even know what time it is. I don't even know what time it is. The only reason why I know day is because I day trade, huh? I don't know what time it is, but I know that it's a weekday, and I know that there's millions and billions of people working right now. But guess what? I'm not. I'm white though. But yeah, like, I just imagine if this is my life, even though today wasn't like a great day, it's like I know that, bruh, no, like, and I'm really thinking in the grand scheme of things, like, because in the sense, it's like I am a loser, like I am a sore loser. I can, but it's like when I talk about this all the time. I'm okay with losing when I know that I've banked mad, bro. It's like, can you really be upset about losing once when you literally won 6 times in a row? Like, come on now. Like, you gotta lose, and I know that when I say that, I am telling the truth. I'm not trying to sugarcoat that. But because I have had years of me being like a failing a lot in trading, i.e. losing a lot of trades and not seeing a consistent growth. Like, I have yet to be able to really grow a live account, right? Every single time I've blown it. I had $5,000. Now it's like 1,000. So I get so scared. I'm so scared right now. Like, bro, there was a fucking cat in my house yesterday. Bro, if this was my house, that cat literally would be mine right now. And that's the shit that I fucking want. Like, just being here. Like, this is not my house, right? I gotta respect, the people who live here, because this is not mine. This is not my place. And it's not to say that I don't hate, like, I hate living here, but it's like, don't you just want to be able to do the things that you want to do? How nice would it to have a cat because you want to have a cat? Because you want to be able to take care of the cat. You want to be able to afford the luxury of being able to have a cat, being able to have other animals, being able to have the time to take care. It's just like we just don't be having time, bro. And I value that so much. Bro, imagine now, bro. We got the grow tent. We got the dehumidifier. I need to get that, John. I'm gonna get that, John. Fuck, man, we gone. I care for my girls. I gotta get, and I gotta get. We're gonna get all of those things today. I want to see if I can get the sticky tape, in person though. But if not, then I'll order it from Amazon. This is a whole lot, but who cares? People probably not gonna watch this video. I don't care. Like, this is for me to document my life and my journey, and really just going through like how I feel. And this video can be as long as I fucking want it to be. Well, till the storage and battery power. But we're good. But yeah, like, yesterday I sent, like, last night I was watching Randy Howe, and it was, I didn't even get through most of it. Oh, bro, what happened was I was trying to study for the SIE, chapter 10, suitability, and the John was just talking just about the topic. And I was looking at the words and I was just looking at everything. And I kind of got into that mode of like, I fucking hate this. And I have not been able to say better words but that. Like, you know how it's like how you feel and how you think or whatever, like that's really gonna dictate like everything, like coming in with a positive mindset in the sense of like, hey, this is a thing. Hey, we just gotta do it. Like there's no doubt that, like in the beginning, right, I was able to lock in and do the things, but then it was like the more that I did it, the less I was able to continue that same flow. And that honestly feels a lot like me at a corporate job. Like I'm able in the two in the beginning, but then I always get hit with this point this part where it's just like, whoa, actually this fucking sucks. And while I do want money and stuff like that, like I want like saving money. And that's the thing, it's like, okay, I have $5,000, right? And it's not my only $5,000. I have another $5,000, right? And then I have an investment portfolio with like $15,000 in there, right? So I'm looking at this and I'm like, I just don't want to spend my whole 5K, my that 5K on just one thing, like, and not have anything, because that's gonna, so like essentially I have several savings accounts, $13,000 in total in my savings, and 5,000 is in this one called Ventures, and another 5,000 is in this one called Main. So that's my main savings account. My whole and like first goal was to just like get the job, get the Vanguard job, do the study, do all the and all that stuff, and um go and get the money from the job, build up the Ventures account to like 10K, and just start, doing the prop firms, doing the apps, and like looking into the apps, and just kind of building up my savings account again, building the 5,000 to 10,000, going back into my investment portfolio, building up that $15,000 account to a 25K account. Um, just going through the steps, going through the motions, right? Like that was like my whole goal of just using this job as a bank account or like as a cash source so that I can go and fund my life and have that stability. But then the more that I think about the job, I think about the traffic, I think about the people, and I think about the time. I think about the time. I think about the talking. And it's like, I feel like I like it more because, I tend to be a talker, right? But I like talking to myself. How much do I like talking to other people? How much do I like being in customer service with people's money? Like people get very emotional. I started checking myself out. Um and I don't know, like I just felt so like I'm happy because it's like, okay, with this I'll be able to see my friends on the weekends. I'll be able to like fund my life and be able to help around the house, right, fairly consistently. But then I just be thinking like, bro, I gotta wake up at like 6 mm, 6 o'clock again. It's like I gotta wake up at like 6 a.m. and like this time it's like I can't even just trade. And then I be thinking, how am I gonna trade, right? Like how am I going to trade? And then I'm like, bro, I'm even thinking about taking the trolley or taking like public transit because I'm like, bro, like I need to get to the job at 9:30 and the job is like 45 to an hour away because of traffic. Like no traffic, that jaunt literally like 30 minutes, bro. With traffic, 45 to an hour. Like, bro, it's dumb. Like, and I gotta be on I-76 East. Like, if you from my way, like, like that shit is trash. Like it is the reason that I drive as bad as I do now. It is like actually, um, it's like I don't want to do this no more. And it's like I need to make a choice about like what do you want and what do you don't want, and I don't want that. I don't want to have to be in traffic. I know what it's like to travel out that way. Like I went to I interned in Wayne, PA, or King of Prussia area, and so I know what it's like to travel out there. And that at that time I was only doing it like every 2 weeks. So it wasn't like a every week kind of thing. And that shit still blew. That shit still fucking sucked. And I just never cared for it. And now here, I mean, yeah, we got Mondays, Fridays is hybrid, but now I feel like no. And another thing that I think about is like, am I self-sabotaging? Like, do you feel like you're not good enough for Vanguard, and so you feel like you just want to quit while you're ahead? And like I always want to make like points valid and always like to bring it up, but it's like I'm better than that. Like I'm better than Vanguard. Like doing my own thing and actually seeing success in that is way better than being there, because I'm hype as shit about having Vanguard on my resume, but it's like who gives a fuck about a resume when you're making $1,000 in a day, right? I was like getting back into that worker mindset, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like I was getting back into really caring about my resume because I had to, going through this stretch of like applying for jobs and like editing my resume and like thinking about interviews and practicing and all this stuff. So it was like, oh my god, like my resume is stacked. Like I mean, it low key is like we two internships in the Big Four. We got one at a mid-size public accounting firm, and then we got one at M&T Bank, a well-known bank, and then now we at Vanguard. Like it's looking crazy. Like it's looking pretty good. We was a secretary, personal finance. Like we doing shit like our resume, like I'm intelligent, like I'm smart, and so it's like I'm smart enough to know that this is not who I want to be. Don't you want to make music? Don't you want to make TV shows? Don't you want to make animations? Don't you want to like grow weed? Don't you want to take care of animals? Don't you want to have a farm? Don't you want to be out of this monopoly board? Don't you want to take a vacation whenever you fucking want? Don't you not want to care about bills? Don't you want to not care about what people have to say? Don't you want to not have to think about like other people's agendas? Don't you not want to have to be a part of this monopoly board? Don't you want all of those things? I do. Going to Vanguard will guarantee that none of those things will exist. This is the time for you. I'm holding you down for this moment. If you are ready, it is here. Do not waste this moment on scarcity. For you are only in a playground. Go. I know what I need to do. I just don't know how, though. We gotta wait for the email if we can get the email, because I signed up for the thing. I hope I did it right. Weird. And that nigga better not check before I get my junk, because that's the main thing that I started thinking about. I was like, wait, hold on. Hard oh, hell no, bro. If I have this opportunity now, I gotta fucking take it. But my phone's back there. Bro, look at this. I just got this email today, 2 hours ago. We received your inquiry regarding your free consult with Randy. We seriously considering the Ignite in the very near future. Here is the course. Here's the information regarding the course. And that. So I'm going to go through all of this. Please email me back if you have further questions. If after reviewing all the information in the links above, you are considering registering for the Ignite course in the very near future, please email me back. All right. Shout out to Dolores. That's Doctor Who. The Dolores. Or no, the dog. Nah, I don't know. I think that's Doctor Who though. Okay, I was a little bit nervous. I was like, did this go through? Okay, but keep in mind, I am seriously considering. Like, I'm going to do it. Like, I just need to get, like, more information. And I need to, like, ask questions. Be like, hey, I am not the biggest reader. I know that there is a 285-page book that you have. I just know now that I will not read that. I'm a really great like one-on-one listening and hearing, but when it comes to reading, it's not the way to get to me. Like some certain things, maybe like a paragraph or maybe like a phrase, but like a whole book, like 285 words, I could probably say that in like 5 minutes, right? 285, I don't know, that's probably not true, but it's like I could listen to the audiobook of the 285 page paper and grab it, but reading, no. So I definitely got to look into this shit and see. But I'm seriously so I'm probably gonna email her back like right now. I'm gonna review this. We're about to do this, by the way. I'm gonna review this, and I'm fucking serious. Like, let me do this. So I'm reading the Ignite Your Spark individual program thing. Like, that's one of the links that she sent. And there are other things, right? Like, this thing is a $4,500 course or program. And so it's just like, this is your first time doing them. Why are you doing? First of all, it's fucking Randy Howe. I'm gonna change my life. It's only $5,000. That's it. That's all I have to say. And I also know myself, like this is for the rest of my fucking life. $5,000 is absolutely nothing. That's all I have to say. All right, I'm gonna continue reading. So I'm rereading the thing. Like, I realized the link is to the page that I was rereading last night, or that I read last night. So this is me rereading it. This one is really what got me, because I was dealing with this like yesterday. Before I learned how to use trading psychology, I would wake up in the morning with knots in my stomach. I couldn't shake the self-doubt no matter how much I tried to stay with my plan. I'd second-guess myself, always wondering if I was making the right decision. Once I learned how to prepare psychologically for the trading day, everything has changed. My self-doubt and impulsivity has quit getting the best of me. I was able to follow my plan this week, and I didn't trade. The markets were too volatile, and my plan is not to trade in volatile markets. That's a big improvement for me. I used to get sucked into revenge trading. Not anymore. For me personally, volatile markets is the way to go. Anyway,